It ever goes back to at any point where it's different weight classes against each other?
It could. Some wild organization in Russia, I'm sure, is doing that right now. There's always someone who's trying. Japan did a lot of that. They had some crazy freak shows. That was the thing about Japan. They love to put like Bob Sapp, 350 pounds of solid muscle, and they put him against Minotauro, who's the champion, who was like 220 natural, but Minotauro won. It was one of those cases where jiu-jitsu prevailed over a larger, scarier opponent. But there's a moment in that fight where Bob Sapp, at the beginning of the fight, pile drives Minotauro.
I remember that.
And he fucked his neck up for years. His neck was probably never the same again after that fight.
Wow. I played against Bob Sapp.
In football?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was giant.
Fucking giant.
Giant. Like a cartoon. He didn't even look like a real person.
And the body.
Yeah.
Yes. Insane.
370
abs.
with abs.
Yes.
Yeah, you would see him and you would go, what? Like when he was across the ring in Pride, that's what they loved. They loved that freak show aspect of it. That Bob Sapp standing over there, just not even looking like a human being, looking like a character in an Avengers movie. Yeah. Look at the size of him. This is the round one. So this is Bob Sapp. So Minotauro shoots for a shot. Bob Sapp picks him up, dumps him on his head, bro. On his fucking head.
God.
I mean, insane. And Minotauro's got to be in agony.
He's going again.
There. Yeah, but he got a hold of the leg this time to stop that. But I mean, it went back and forth, and then Minotauro, he hits the switch. And eventually gets on top of Bob Sapp at the end of the fight and gets him in an armbar. But it was a grueling encounter.
Yes.
Spent a lot of time on his back getting beaten up by this enormous, super powerful dude.
Incredible. And then did Bob gas out?
Bob gassed out.
Yeah.
I mean, Bob was so big. I mean, the cardiovascular requirements of someone who's that big. I mean, Jesus Christ. But also, Minotauro's jiu-jitsu was next level.
Yeah. Yes.
Just super next level. He was really one of the first Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belts to have an elite guard. So like when you were if you were on top and he was on his back, you were in still dangerous waters.
Yes.
Because this guy was just an elite black belt in jiu-jitsu. And for jiu-jitsu, when he caught him in this armbar, it was the biggest win ever. I remember me and my friends were watching
after coming back from that.
Look at this. Me and my friends are watching this, and when he catches him in this armbar and he eventually gets it, we fucking jumped up and cheered. Because, like, fucking jiu-jitsu. Yeah, look at he's tapping.
Right away, yes.
And we're like, no way. He did it. He fucking did it. He was our hero. He was the jiu-jitsu hero.
Really?
Yeah, Minotauro Nogueira was the hero. For sure.
Wow.
Because he represented jiu-jitsu against the worst-case scenario. A fucking super athlete.
Yes.
A person that didn't even look like a person.
Who just dumped you on your fucking head, by the way.
A massive guy who was battering him, was beating him up and slamming him on the ground, and he prevailed with skill.
Yeah.
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 Like Minotauro, that guy would be a champion today. He'd be a champion in any era.
Yes.